Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to continue with our one and done Action PC Football 1980 playoff tournament. And today's game will pit the 6-10 Washington Redskins taking on the 8-8 Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium. We're coming close to our Sweet 16 brackets. There are 4 teams that got automatic bids to the 16. They are the Buffalo Bills and Cleveland Browns out of the AFC, both at 11-5, and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys out of the NFC, both at 12-4. In the chat, we have Fandom D Saint. Hope all is well. Check out that wonderful channel. All things TV and entertainment, movies. And Phenometic says hello. Thank you for stopping by, gentlemen, on this Saturday morning. Hope all is well. Let's get to the starting lineups and play some football. I will be playing as the Washington Redskins. The Action PC football engine will have the Kansas City Chiefs. The running backs for the Redskins, Jackson and Hammond. The wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. The tight end is Warren. The quarterback is Theismann. Tackles Stark and Hermling. Guards Saul and Williams. The center is Kuzel. For the Kansas City Chiefs, the running backs are McKnight and Reed. Wideouts, good ones, Marshall and Smith. The tight end is Dixon. And Steve Fuller is at quarterback. Tackles Herkinoff and Getty. Guards Condon and Simmons. The center is Rudney. On defense, the Redskins play a 4-3. Defensive ends, Bacon and Lorch. Tackles, Butts and Smith. The outside linebackers, Coleman and Malat. The middle linebacker, Olkowitz. Defensive backfield, the cornerbacks are Parrish and Levander. Safeties, Murphy and Peters. For the Kansas City Chiefs, they play a 3-4. The defensive ends are Still and Landstrom. The nose tackle is Parrish. The 2 outside linebackers are Howard and Paul. The 2 middle linebackers, Spanny and Manuel. Cornerbacks are Green and Harris. Safeties, Barbaro and Christopher. It's 26 degrees here in Kansas City. Clear skies. Winds 0 to 5 miles per hour. And let's bring up the playing field. All right. The Redskins won the toss and elect to receive. Back deep for Washington, Nelms. The short men are Jackson and Ike Forte, the former Patriot. Here's the kickoff. And the return from the 10. And it's a pretty good one. And that's a 32-yard return by Nelms, finally brought down by Kirchenbaum. And here comes Joe Theismann, the Washington Redskins, to start 1st and 10 on their 41. So the backfield, split backfield of Jackson and Hammond. The wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. The tight end, Warren. Again, Theismann under center. Will face that 3-4 defense of the Chiefs. And they're going to give the ball to Wilbur Jackson. Up the middle on the dive play. Theismann doesn't like what he sees, but he's going to stick with the call. They give it to Jackson, and Jackson smothered under by that front 7, quickly moving to the ball. And Hammond goes out on the play, trying to throw a block. Kutzel missed his block for the Redskins. Tackle by Tom Howard of the Chiefs. No gain, 2nd and 10. Harmon comes in the backfield now. They're going to call Harmon's number on the screen. Back to pass, Theismann. Incomplete, providing the pressure for the front 7 of the Kansas City Chiefs was Don Parrish, as Theismann could not set his feet and threw quickly. And it will be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Yeah, 3rd and 10, we're going to look for Art Monk. Again, split backfield. Going to look for Art Monk on the short slant. Penalty. Yellow.
False start. Offense. Number 74, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
So Start comes out of his stance, and it now goes to 3rd and 15. And the Redskins will change to their 3 wideout set. The wideouts Harmon, Monk, and McDaniel. Monk, McDaniel, Thomas. The lone back is Harmon, who's a 7 out of 10 receiver out of the backfield. Warren's the tight end. So 3rd and 15. They're going to go to the flat to Harmon. Theismann back to pass with time, and he cannot connect up with Harmon. And 3 and out go the Redskins on their first drive after good field position for the opening kickoff. They actually move backwards on the penalty. Here comes the punt team for the Redskins. Not the way they wanted to start this one-and-done playoff tournament. First game for them. Mike Connell comes in. He'll be punting deep to Smith. Here's the snap and the punt. Smith fields it around his 20. Brought down near his 30 on an 11-yard return on the 44-yard punt. And here come the Chiefs to start 1st and 10 on their own 31. Chiefs go with a split backfield of McKnight and Reed. The wideouts, actually they're going 2 tight end sets, so Marshall's the lone wideout. The tight ends are Dixon and Williams. Looks like they're going to come out ground and pound against the 4-3 of the Redskins. Fuller under center. And we're going to play short zone run. And they give the ball to Ted McKnight. He is brought down by Lorch. Gain of 2 yards, though, on the trap right. 2nd and 8 from the Kansas City 33. I formation now. The up back is Reed. And McKnight's behind him. Fuller under center. And that's why. I usually like the numbers. These numbers you see, I was playing a college game the last time I played, and I don't use the uniforms numbers for that because they don't have all the correct ones. These are the ratings 1 through 10 of the players. And I like when I play the NFL game version, I like the uniform numbers. So let's switch that. Game display, field display, uniforms. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Game preferences, lineups, ratings, display uniform numbers. That's it. Okay. There we go. All right, so 2nd and 8 from the 33. You can see Reed's their dominant back. He's 8 out of 10. So 2nd and 8, we're going to play. They have good wideouts. Well, Marshall, Parrish, we have the advantage 9 against a 6. And J.T. Smith, 8 against 6. So we can play man coverage. We're going to play tight man here. Tight man and basic. Fuller back to pass, looking, he throws to the out, incomplete. He was looking for J.T. Smith, but excellent coverage there by Joe Levander, and it brings up 3rd and 8. It's going to be tough to pass against this Washington defense as they have lockdown corners. So 3rd and 8, Fuller's in shotgun, flanked on one side by McKnight, the other side by Reed. The wideouts Marshall and Smith, the tight end Dixon, and we're going to go with a 4-2 nickel, bring out an extra defensive back. And we're going to play man coverage. Man coverage. And we're going to double. We're going to double Marshall on a medium pass. And Dixon, the tight end, just just in case they get a little frisky with the tight end. Now that we're not going to, he's a horrible receiver. McKnight out of the backfield. Actually, Reed. We're going to double the wideouts. Marshall and Smith on the medium. And we're going to play pass. Shotgun snap to Fuller. He's looking. He tries to set up the screen to McKnight. Incomplete. And the Kansas City Chiefs go 3 and out. So they'll punt with 13:33 to play in the first quarter. Punt returns on. Here's the snap and the punt. And that's brought down quickly. Only a 7-yard return by Nelms, brought down by Peterson. So the Redskins get their second opportunity. Bubba Husky's joined us in the chat. Hope all is well, my friend. Here comes Joe Theismann. And Jackson and Hammond are in that split backfield once again. The two wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. The tight end is Warren. Play action pass. We're going to look for our tight end, Warren, on the play action. Short slant. Theismann, play action, back to pass. Looks over the middle, complete to Warren. He splits the defenders, but quickly closing and making the tackle is Gary Barbaro. They pick up 5, though. 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 for Theismann and the Redskins from their 37. Short and quick to Art Monk. Theismann continues to throw, and he completes it to Monk. Monk breaks a tackle, zigs and zags towards the middle. He picks up 10 yards, finally brought down by Tom Howard, and that is a first down on the Washington 47. Redskins break the huddle. Theismann under center, split backfield. Jackson and Hammond, the wideouts. Monk and McDaniel, the tight end, Warren. They're going to give the ball to Wilbur Jackson, trap left. Jackson goes, puts his head down, picks up 3 tough yards. Tackle credited to Frank Manumulga for the Chiefs. So it's 2nd and 7. Again, the split formation with the backs, 2 wideouts and the tight end. They're going to give the ball once again to Wilbur Jackson. Trap left. Theismann doesn't like what he sees. He's going to go with Hammond. On the dive, they're going to give the ball to Hammond. Hammond goes up the middle. Brought down by Art. Still, he picks up 4. So Theismann audibles from the trap left to the dive play up the middle, and it brings up 3rd and 3 on the Kansas City 46. 3rd and 3. Will Theismann call his own number here? He will on the bootleg. Theismann bootleg, and he gets around. Oh! Paul comes out of nowhere and sends Theismann to the cold AstroTurf here at Arrowhead Stadium for no gain. It looked like Theismann on the bootleg was going to get that first down, and Whitney Paul blew that play up. It's 4th and 3 from the Kansas City 46. Wow, what a pop Paul put on Theismann. 10:41 to play in the first quarter. And here comes the punt team. And he's going to try to sideline, coffin corner it. So Cannell will try to pin the Chiefs back. Here's a snap in the punt. And 33-yard punt goes out at the 13. So Steve Fuller and the Chiefs will start 1st and 10 on their 13. Fuller under center, split backfield, McKnight and Reed. The wideouts, Marshall and Smith. Tight end is Dixon. Tight man coverage for the Redskins. And we're going to play run. Fuller back to pass. He takes off running up the middle. There's a flag on it.
Offsides. Defense. Number 71, 5-yard penalty.
So the flag is on the Redskins as Lorsch got a quick jump. He was offsides, and Fuller scrambles for 13 yards. It is declined, so 1st and 10. The mobile Steve Fuller picks up 13. Alicia Kingston's joined us in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Happy Saturday to everyone. And if you're watching later, happy any day, whatever day it may be. So 1st and 10, big scramble there for Fuller on the Kansas City 26. Redskins will stick with their 4-3 tight man coverage. We'll go to spy the quarterback with our middle linebacker, Olkowitz. Tight man coverage, going to play the run once again. It's a handoff up the middle. Goes McKnight, brought down by Monty Coleman after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from the Kansas City 29. Kansas City again, split backfield, 2 wideouts in the tight end. Fuller under center. Six, 3. We're going to shift right and hope that Bacon can get a good outside rush. And tight man coverage. It is 2nd and 7. We're going to play pass. Fuller, they give the ball to number 32, and he'll pick up, that's Tony Reed, he'll pick up 6 yards on the trap right. Dave Butts makes the first down saving tackle. It brings up 3rd and 1. Redskins will play their defensive line in tight. Everyone tight to the line. And they're going to key McKnight on the run. Fuller gives the ball to 22 and brought down by Malott, but it's a 3-yard gain for McKnight, even though they were keying in first down Chiefs on their 38. So the Chiefs have gone to the ground game as the Redskins cornerbacks have shut down Marshall and Smith. Fuller under center. McKnight and Reed in the split backfield. Marshall and Smith the wideouts. Dixon the tight end. 8:23 to play in a scoreless first quarter. Again, tight man coverage. Basic. Fuller back to pass. Looking. Throws. Deflected by Lavander.
Pass interference.
Oh!
Defense. Number 20. Automatic.
The
First down.
flag is on Lavander. They're saying he got there too soon. And it'll be a first down on the pass interference. The Chiefs are on the march. 1st and 10 on the Redskin 46. Fuller and the Chiefs break the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Under center, Steve Fuller. Split backs, 2 wideouts, and the tight end to the top of the screen, number 84. Redskins again play tight man coverage. Olkowitz spying Fuller. They're going to send Malott from the outside. Basic. Fuller on the run. Tries to throw down.
Motion. Offense. Number 32. 5-yard penalty.
Illegal motion on Reed as Fuller scrambled and then tried to throw the screen in the opposite direction. A bit of tomfoolery, which didn't work. Applying the heavy pressure was Bacon. And we're going to accept it and make it 1st and 15 from the Kansas City 49. Again, tight man coverage for the Redskins. Split backfield for the Chiefs. 2 wideouts and a tight end. Fuller under center. And this time we will send Coleman from the outside. And we're going to play pass. Fuller back to pass. Under pressure. Scrambles. Completes it underneath to McKnight. McKnight puts his head down. Picks up 7. Tackle by Tony Peters. So they get almost half of it back as it's 2nd and 8 from the Washington Redskins 44. Again, the Redskins go with tight man coverage, 4-3 set. They're going to show blitz, but they're not going to blitz. And we're going to double Marshall on the medium, and we're going to play pass on 2nd and 8. Fuller back to pass, looking, has time, intercepted by Parrish! As Lamar Parrish steps in front of the Steve Fuller pass, and that is picked off. No return. As Parrish wrestles the ball away from Marshall, who we were doubling. So Fuller throws into double coverage on the short out. And here comes the Redskins with Joe Theismann, 6:45 to play in the first quarter. It's scoreless here at Arrowhead Stadium. 26 degrees, clear. Winds 0 to 5 miles per hour. Theismann, play action pass. Going to look for McDaniel. On the medium fly, he's looking for McDaniel. Play action pass. Theismann looking. He's going to take off run. Theismann with lots of running room. He's hit by Barbaro. The ball comes loose. But Art Monk falls on it. What a play by Art Monk, trailing it. Never being out of the play, even though it was on the opposite side to McDaniel. Art Monk, trying to throw a block for his quarterback, recovers the fumble as Theismann picks up 24, but is popped by Barbaro after he got away from the tackle from Spanny. So the Redskins dodge a bullet here. They're in excellent field position, 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 37. Theismann breaks the huddle. Up to the line of scrimmage comes Washington. Split backfield of Jackson and Hammond. The wideouts, Monk, McDaniel. Tight end is Warren. Bobby Hammond. They're going to go screen to Bobby Hammond. On 1st down, Theismann sets up the screen. They hit Hammond. He's got a convoy of blockers. Breaks one tackle, but can't get away from Gary Spanny. That's his first tackle. It is a gain of 8, and it will be 2nd and 2 from the Kansas City 29. So the Redskins trying to take advantage of that interception. We're going to go I formation. The up back is Bobby Hammond. Behind him is Wilbur Jackson. And we're going to go to a 2 tight ends. No, we'll stick with the 2 wideouts. So I formation, play action, run counter, play action, run counter. Pitch left. Hammond. Play action, pitch left. Hammond cannot turn the corner. He is smothered under by Manuguila. Yeah, good luck pronouncing that name, Al. And that's for no gain, and that is Manugu. 2nd tackle, we're just going to say Frank. Nice play by Frank. Frank Manu. And it brings up 3rd and 2. He stayed home. He didn't bite on the play action pitch out run counter. So 3rd and 2, split backfield. Actually, they're going to go to a 3 wideout set. The wideouts, Monk, McDaniel, and Thompson. Harmon, the lone back. Clarence Harmon, he averaged 3.8 yards a carry. 3rd and 2, draw to Harmon on 3rd and 2. They give it to Harmon up the middle, and he's got it. 3-yard gain. Spanny puts the big pop on him, but not in time. He pancakes him, but they'll take it. 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 26, 4:25 to play in a scoreless first quarter. Redskins driving after the pickoff. And again, they'll stick with their 3 wideout set. Harmon will come out, though. And they will go with Wilbur Jackson. So Jackson comes in, try to spread out this Kansas City defense. And Kansas City have gone to a 4-2 nickel. Jackson will go with the dive play up the middle. Wilbur Jackson, and he has some running room. 6-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and 4. Redskins taking their time out of the huddle. Again, the 3 wide out set. Monk, McDaniel, and Thompson. The tight end is Warren. Jackson, the lone back behind Theismann, who's under center. Again, they'll give the ball to Wilbur Jackson. Off tackle left for Wilbur Jackson. And he is brought down by Art Still. The defensive end with the long arms drives Jackson to the cold turf here in Kansas City. And that's still 2nd tackle, and it's 3rd and 5. A field goal here by Mark Mosley is only a 56% chance of success. Harmon comes back in the backfield, the better pass receiving back. Redskins will look for Harmon on the pass in the flat. Theismann back to pass, looking, dumps it to Harmon. He turns it upfield, breaks a tackle, and he has the 1st down, gain of 11. Nice play by Clarence Harmon and Joe Theismann. That's his first reception, and it's now 1st and 10. 1st and goal, from the Kansas City 10. Harmon will come out of the game. Bobby Hammond comes back in. So again, the 3 wide out set. The tight end, Don Warren, to the top of the screen. Play action pass. They're going to look for Art Monk. Play action pass. Corner fade to Art Monk. There it is, looking for Monk. Throw it. Touchdown in the corner to Art Monk. The The Redskins go up 6-0. As Moni G has joined us in the chat, along with Chrissy Oldstones. Thank you for joining us. Check out Chrissy for Oldstone's wonderful channel, Alicia Kingston's channel, Fan D Saint's channel, aka David the Saint. All good channels there. Check them all out. All big Game of Thrones fans. So the Redskins capitalize on the Steve Fuller interception with a corner fade to Art Monk, 6-0. Let's watch that replay. Theismann put it up where only Monk could catch it. Bam! Touchdown in between defenders. And here comes Mark Mosley, the straight-ahead kicker, for the extra point to snap the place the kick. And it is down the middle. Hey, diddle diddle. 7-0 Redskins. With 2:05 to play in the first quarter, Mosley will kick deep. For the Chiefs, Carson's deep. The short men are Belton and Williams. Here's the kickoff. Mosley booms it. And the return out near the 40. It's a 26-yard return by Carson. And Steve Fuller, who threw a pick in the Chiefs' last possession, will start 1st and 10 from their 34. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Split backfield of McKnight and Reed. The wideouts Marshall and Smith have been locked down by the cornerbacks Parrish, who had the pickoff, and Levander. The tight end is Al Dixon. Not a good receiving tight end, a good blocking tight end. Again, the Redskins will play tight man coverage to choke off the passing routes. And they're going to play run on 1st down. Fuller back to pass. He's under pressure. He's hit. The ball's loose. He's sacked by force. But the Kansas City Chiefs luckily come up with it. And that's a loss of 7 as Lorsch gets his first sack. So a pick and now a fumble by Fuller, but it is recovered. And it was Fuller who recovered his own fumble, and it brings up a 2nd and 17, minute 56 to play in the first quarter. I formation, the up back, number 32, Tony Reed. Behind him is McKnight. Reed is the more polished runner, 8 out of 10 rating. The wideouts continue to be Marshall and Smith. Dixon is the tight end. So it is 2nd and 17. We're going to play our defensive line out wide. Olkowitz will continue to spy Fuller, the quarterback. Man coverage. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz, and we're going to double Smith on the medium pass. And we're playing pass. Fuller back to pass, looking, fires over the middle, deflected by Peters. As they were looking for Marshall on the long cross. Steve Fuller not having a stellar day, 1 for 5 for 7 yards and an interception. And that's Tony Peters' second deflection. So it brings up 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17. Redskins go to a 4-2 nickel deep zone, keep everything in front of them, make the tackle. The Chiefs counter with a split backfield of McKnight and Reed. Wideouts Marshall and Smith, the tight end to the lower portion of the screen, Dixon, number 84. And we're going to bring our defensive line out wide. Olkowitz continues to spy the quarterback. And we're going to play pass, deep zone, Fuller back to pass, looking, tries to dump it down to McKnight, incomplete. As the zone quickly closed on the short pass, and Kansas City will have to punt with a minute 11 in the first quarter, trailing by 7. The return will be on for the Redskins. Here's the punt. Fielded around the 40. And
offsides. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
So Levander's offsides, and they'll punt again. And it's 4th and 12. Again, we'll put the punt return on. Rinse and repeat. And it's actually about the same location. A return of 7 by Nelms, brought down by Myers on the 36-yard punt. So here comes Joe Theismann with a minute 1 left in the first quarter. He threw a touchdown pass on a corner fade to Art Monk to culminate the drive after the interception. Mark Mosley extra point, 7-0. That's where we stand. 1st and 10 on the 39. He's under center. Split backfield of Harmon and Hammond. And actually, we want Wilbur Jackson in. So Wilbur Jackson comes into the game. Wideouts Monk and McDaniel. The tight end is Warren. Screen pass to Hammond. They're going to go screen pass to Bobby Hammond. First down. They set up the screen. Incomplete again, breaking that play up. The front seven of the Chiefs. They got excellent penetration. Theismann could not set his feet. You want the defenders to come in on a screen, but not that quickly. So 2nd and 10 from the 39, under a minute to play. 2nd and 10. Draw. They're going to go draw to Hammond. Theismann gives it to Hammond on delay. Up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Gain of 8. Finally brought down by Dino Menigero. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0 Washington. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Hammond and Jackson in the backfield. Draw play to Wilbur Jackson. Delay to Jackson. And that is smothered under. That fooled no one. Lost it 2, and that's how the first quarter will end. So 7-0 as we start the second quarter. 4th and 4. Got a little too cute with 2 consecutive draws there. And here comes the punt team for the Redskins. Cannell will punt deep to Smith. The snap and the punt. J.T. Smith fields it. And quickly! Oh, he lets it roll. And it is down at the 15 on the 40-yard punt as he moved away from it. Good job by the punt team for the Redskins. So here comes Steve Fuller, 1st and 10 on their 15, trailing by 7. Split backfield, McKnight and Reed. The wideouts, Marshall and Smith. The tight end is Dixon. The Redskins stick with their 4-3. Lorch is a bit tired, though. So let's get him out. And let's bring in Hickman, a defensive end linebacker hybrid. And Smith, one of our defensive tackles, is a bit winded. And let's bring in Brooks. That's not the right pitcher, but let's bring in Brooks. So keep the line fresh. And we're going to play tight man coverage. Run. Fuller. Back to pass. Looks. Complete to J.T. Smith. Brought down by Levander. And it's a gain of 10. They just pick up the first down as Fuller is throwing the ball. Unfazed by his earlier interception. I formation now. Fuller under center. The up back is McKnight. Behind him is Reed. The wideouts Marshall and Smith. The tight end Dixon, number 84, to the top of the screen. Redskins counter with your 4-3. They'll play their defensive line in. And again, tight man coverage. Tight man coverage. And they'll play basic. Back to pass. It's a screen. Incomplete. As the pass rush by the Redskins disrupts Steve Fuller and the screen. Fuller now 2 for 8, 17 yards and an interception. 2nd and 10. I formation once again. Usual suspects on the field for the Chiefs. Fuller under center. Redskins play their defensive line even split. Normal split. Olkowitz continues to spy Fuller, the quarterback. 2nd and 10. We're going to play a short zone coverage pass. Fuller back to pass. Tries to dump it down in the short zone. And number 51, Monty Coleman, almost had a pick. As it went through his hands into Reed's hands, and Reed dropped it. So Tony Reed with his first drop, and it brings up 3rd and 10 with 13:57 to play in the first half. Again, the split backfield of Reed and McKnight, the wideouts Marshalls and Smith, the tight end Dixon, more of a blocking tight end. To the bottom of the screen, number 84. It is 3rd and 10. We're going to go with a 4-2 nickel. We're coming with an extra defensive back. We're going to play a zone coverage. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. Olkowitz will spy the quarterback. We're playing pass, 3rd and 10. Fulmer under pressure. He rolls, throws, incomplete. He was looking for Henry Marshall on the medium cross, but to no avail as the zone smothered that pass play. And it's 4th and 10, and here comes the punt team for the Chiefs. And here's the punt, and the return's on by the Redskins. Quickly brought down after a 7-yard gain is Nelms. The tackle credited to Hicks on the 47-yard punt by Group. Redskins up by 7. 1st and 10 on their 34. And we're going to go 2 tight end set. 1 running back. The lone back will be Wilbur Jackson. The tight ends, Rick Walker and Don Warren. The wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. Monk has a touchdown catch. Theismann under center. Play action fake. And max protect. As the tight ends, Walker and Warren and Jackson, the running back, will all stay in the block after the play action fake. We're going to go medium slant to Art Monk. Back to pass is Theismann. Complete, he dumps it down to Jackson as Monk was covered. Good read, and that's a pickup of 5. So Theismann quickly realized he was not going to boogie whip the ball into Art Monk. Dumps it down to Wilbur Jackson. That's his first reception for 5 yards. Spaney with the tackle. That's his 4th. So it's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the 2 tight end set. And they're going to give the ball to Wilbur Jackson this time. Trap left. And a flag.
False start. Offense.
And that's going to be a first down.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, it's on the offense. As Warren was pointing to the defense, but no, it is on Warren, the tight end. And instead of 2nd and 5, it's now 2nd and 10. And that backs them up. But again, they'll stick with a 2 tight end set. 2nd and 10. Wilbur Jackson on the sweep left. There goes Wilbur Jackson. He turns the corner. Picks up 5. He gets those 5 yards back on the penalty. Art Still brings him down for the Chiefs. And Jackson now has 6 carries, 11 yards. Jackson will come out of the game. And the pass catching back, Harmon, will come in. Clarence Harmon in the backfield. They'll stick with the 2 tight end set. Short hitch to Art Monk. Theismann back to pass, fires, deflected by Spaney. Quickly closing on the play, knocking the ball away, and it brings up 4th and 5. Nice play by Spaney, the linebacker. 4th and 5 from the Washington 40, and here comes the punt team. Oh boy, we thought we had the first down on that, but Spaney was thinking pick 6. He deflected the ball away for the Chiefs, and here comes the punt team with 12:26 to play in the first half. Connell, a regular fixture on the field today, will punt deep to Smith. Here's the snap and the punt. Smith fields it around the 23.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh boy, 15-yard penalty as the Chiefs were coming with the block. They run in to Cannell. The flags all over the field, still protesting, saying he got a piece of the ball, but they're saying, no, you did not, Mr. Art Still, and that will be a first down for the Redskins, and that is a tough flag as they rough the kicker, still barking that he got a piece of the ball. But the Zebras do not agree, so Theismann and the Redskins offense come back on the field, 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 45. They'll go with the 2 tight end, 1 running back set. Harmon's in the backfield. The wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. Warren and Walker are the tight ends. Play action fake. Warren and Walker will stay in the block and then release. And we're going to look for McDaniel. McDaniel on the medium fly. Play action fake. Looking for McDaniel. Theismann, run. He's hit! The ball's loose! Who recovers it? And the Redskins, Art Still thundering through, gets the sack and almost a turnover. Loss of 12. That play action fake in the 2 tight end set fooled no one. Recovering the fumble by Theismann after the big pop. Heavy pass rush by the 3-4 front for the Chiefs. Hermeling recovers it. Averts disaster for the Redskins. So Art Still, full of fury, brings it out on Joe Theismann, and it's 2nd and 22. We're going to go 4 wideouts. The lone back is Clarence Harmon. 10-12 to play in the half, 7-0 Redskins. And we're going to go screen pass to Harmon. Back to pass, the screen. Harmon has it. Lots of running room! But quickly Harris closes on him, only a gain of 7. And that's Eric Harris's first tackle for the Chiefs. Clarence Harmon, 2 receptions, 18 yards, brings up 3rd and 15. Again, they'll stick with the 4 wideout set. The wideouts are Monk, McDaniel, Thomas, and Harrison. Clarence Thomas, the excellent receiving running back, is with Theismann. Theismann is under center. And it is 3rd and 15 at midfield. Harmon into the flat. Theismann looking for Harmon in the flat. Completes it. He's got to turn upfield. He does. Brought down by Harris. Gain of 8. 4th and 7. The ball is on the Kansas City 42, out of field goal range. 4th and 7. And here comes the punter, Cannell. So the big sack by Art Still after he's called for roughing the punter disrupts this drive, and Cannell will punt once again. He's going to try to pin him back deep with a coffin corner. Here's a snap in the punt. And that looks like it went out inside the 10. And it rolls out at the 1. What a punt by Cannell. He pins back the Chiefs on their 1. So they are in the shadows of their end zone. Actually, they're in the end zone. Fuller is under center, lined up in the end zone. Can the Redskins get a safety here on the 41-yard punt? Excellent punt, pinning the Chiefs back. With 9:50 to play, they trail by 7. They'll have to go 99 yards to put a touchdown up on the board. The split backfield of McKnight and Reed, Reed being the better back as he's 8 out of 10. The wideouts, Marshall and Dixon. Marshall and Reed, the tight end, the blocking tight end, Dixon, to the top of the screen, number 84. Tight man coverage, and we're going to play the run. Fuller back to pass. He dumps it down to Dixon, the tight end, who is quickly torpedoed by the safety, Mark Murphy. Gain of 1. So the ball's on the Kansas City 2, 2nd and 9. Fuller under tremendous duress as he was looking downfield on the. They were looking for the big play to J.T. Smith, but again, 2 shutdown corners for the Redskins. And again, they go I formation now. Fuller under center. The up back is McKnight. Behind him is Reed. The wideouts, Marshall and Smith. The tight end, Dixon, who actually caught a pass. We're going to bring our defensive line in. They're split in. Tight man coverage. And we're going to play the run. And Fuller doesn't like what he sees. He uses a timeout, so the Chiefs down to 2. They go to the split backfield now. 2 wideouts and a tight end. Usual suspects on the field. Redskins counter with a 4-3. Normal defensive line spread. Tight man coverage. 2nd and 9, basic. Fuller gives the ball to number 22, and Olkowitz spying the quarterback. That's a loss of 1 as he plants Ted McKnight into the turf, and there was ever so close to a safety, and that's Neil Olkowitz's 2nd tackle, and it is 3rd and 10 from the 1. 3rd and 10 from the 1. Redskins go with a 4-2 nickel. They bring the extra defensive back. They will play a zone coverage. Keep everything in front of them. Make the tackle. Olkowitz continues to spy Fuller. They're going to play the defensive line to the outs. And pass on 3rd and 10. Fuller back to pass in the end zone. Looking. Dumps it down to McKnight. Quickly swarmed under. And the tackle will be credited to Jairus White. That's his first. It is 4th and 8 with 8:14 left in the first half. 7-0 Redskins. Remember, the Redskins were 6 and 10. The Chiefs were 8 and 8. Thus, they get the home game. McKnight, 2 receptions, 9 yards. They were looking for the medium hitch to Dixon, their tight end, but that was well covered. The punt return is on. Here's the snap in the punt. Redskins should have good. Oh, it's an angle punt. It's a 50-yard punt, and it goes out of bounds at the Washington 47. So a good job by their punter group. But the Redskins at midfield, they need to put points on the board here. Up 7-0. Need to extend that lead with 7:37 to play in the half. The winner moves on to the Sweet 16 bracket. Split backfield of Harmon and Hammond, Monk and McDaniel, the wideouts. The tight end is Warren. Play action pass to Don Warren. Short cross. Theismann back to pass, looking under pressure. He throws to the out, and McDaniel, and that's incomplete. Hicks was injured on the play for the Chiefs, and he is out of the game. So that's going to be a blow. Chiefs in their standard 3-4, and it's 2nd and 10. Clarence Harmon will go out wide. He'll be in the slot to the lower portion of the screen. The lone back is Hammond behind Theismann, who's under center. As we actually put the wrong back out wide. Harmon goes out wide. They're going to go up the middle. Actually, going to go trap left with Bobby Hammond on 2nd and 10. Hammond has it, and Art Still, again, the Fury taken out. As there's a flag on the play, but they pick it up. No gain. Art Still, 5th tackle. And it brings up 3rd and 10 at the Washington 47. So 3rd and 10. They're going to go to a 3 wideout set with one running back. The lone running back is Clarence Harmon. The extra wideout is Thompson. The tight end, Warren. And Monk and McDaniel. Clarence Harmon will get the call in the flat. Short pass to Harmon. And deflected by Spanny. Intercepted by Spanny. And touchdown! Gary Spanny. Holy cow. He came ever so close last time. We went to the well one too many times. He tipped it up, caught it, and took it home for the touchdown. And the Chiefs, whose offense has been anemic, are an extra point away from tying this game. Gary Spanny with the pick 6. Extra point is good, 7-7. My, how things have changed as Nick Lowry bangs through the extra point at 7-7. Went to the well one too many times. Lowry will kick deep. Nelms is back. The shortmen are Jackson and Ike Forte. As the Redskins sideline is in shock. They've been in complete control of this game, but they have not been able to put up points. Here's the kickoff by Lowry, and here's the return. Nelms fields it around his 5.
Illegal block. Receiving team.
So an illegal block on Smith will nullify the 26-yard return, and now the Redskins start in the shadow of their own end zone. The Chiefs give them back some of their own business. Theismann under center, Harmon and Hammond. Actually, we're going to go with Hammond and Jackson in the backfield, split backfield. The wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. Warren's a tight end. Theismann unfazed. We'll go play action pass. Play action pass. Jackson and Harmon and Warren will all stay in the block, then release. He's looking deep for Art Monk. Art Monk on the medium fly. Back to pass is Theismann looking for Monk. Dumps it down to Jackson. Quickly brought under by Frank Manuga. And that's his 4th tackle. It's a gain of 2. Paul was hurt. He's limping off the field for the Chiefs. Looks like he'll be out for a couple of plays. So 6:35 to play. Clock stops on the injury in the half. 7-7. 7-7. Play action pass. Again, looking over the top. Long slant to Art Monk. Theismann back to pass. Under pressure. Looking. Complete to Monk. And that's going to be close to the 30-yard line. Monk broke off the route as Theismann was under pressure. And that's a gain of 21. So Theismann unfazed by the pick six. Clock running. They go to the slowdown. 6:26 to play in the half. 7-7. 1st and 10 on their 29. Two wideouts, split backfield, and a tight end. Theismann under center. Kansas City counters right now with 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 4 defensive backs. They're going to give the ball to Bobby Hammond. Bobby Hammond, trap right. Hammond has it, and the front 7 will not budge. In fact, that is a loss of 1 tackle by Don Parrish. That's his second. Hammond, 5 carries, 11 yards. The run game for the Redskins has not got on track, so it is 2nd and 11 from the Washington 28. 5:40 to play in the half. 5:40. They're going to look for Don Warren, the tight end, on the short slant. Theismann back to pass, looking for Warren, under pressure. Tries to throw it across the middle as he was scrambling, but it's incomplete. Was looking to dump it to Hammond. Tremendous pressure. Heavy pass rush applied by Don Parrish, and it brings up 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. They're going to go to the 3 wide out, 1 running back set. The lone back will be Clarence Harmon, 7 out of 10 pass receiver. Theismann's under center. Harmon will now go out wide. It's an empty backfield. Theismann will go to the pistol, so it's a short shotgun snap. They need to pick up 11. Medium hitch to McDaniel. Theismann looking, complete to McDaniel, brought down by Dombrowski.
Offense, number 73, 10-yard penalty.
Williams with the hold for the Redskins. It will be declined as it's only a gain of 9. And it will be 4th and 2. 4th and 2 with 4:47 to play in the half. 7-7 ball game. And here comes Connell to punt once again. Back deep is J.T. Smith. Here's a snap and the punt. It's a short one. Smith comes up to field it.
Illegal block. Receiving team, 15-yard penalty.
So the good field position will be nullified on a poor punt, as the illegal block by Paul will back the Chiefs up. So with 4:42 to play in the half, a tie ball game, 7-7. Steve Fuller and the Kansas City Chiefs offense will start 1st and 10 on their own 19. McKnight and Reed in the split backfield. The wideouts, Marshall and Smith. The tight end is Dixon. Redskins counter with a 4-3 defense. Tight man coverage. Olkowitz continues to spy the quarterback for the Redskins. And we're going to play pass. Fuller will give the ball to number 32.
Holding. Offense, number 86, 10-yard penalty.
And will accept the holding call on Smith, the wideout. So Reed, who didn't have much running room, did pick up 4, but that's nullified. And it's going to be 1st and 20 from the Kansas City 9. So 1st and 20. And we're going to play man coverage, show blitz, and we're going to double Smith on the medium, and we're going to play pass. Fuller back to pass, and he's going to take off scrambling. He'll pick up 7. Coleman brings him down. That's Monty Coleman's 2nd tackle for the Redskins, and it's 2nd and 13 with 4:25 to play in the half. Tie ball game. Chiefs have it on their 16. 2nd and 13. Split backfield, 2 wideouts and a tight end for Kansas City. Redskins 4-3. We're going to blitz Malott from the outside. Tight man coverage, pass. Fuller back to pass. They pick up the blitz over the middle. Incomplete. They're looking for Al Dixon, the tight end, on a slant. But good coverage there, as Murphy had him locked up. And it brings up 3rd and 13. Fuller in shotgun at around his 9. Flanked on one side by Reed, the other side by McKnight. The wideouts, the usual suspects, Marshall and Smith. The tight end is Dixon. The Redskins will counter with a 4-2 nickel. And they're going to play a zone coverage. Actually, going to play a deep zone coverage, keep everything in front, make the tackle. Olkowitz will spy the quarterback. And we're going to play pass. Shotgun snap. Fuller has it. Looking. Completes it underneath to McKnight. And he is quickly brought down after a minimal gain of 3 by Jarris White. And that's his second tackle. And once again, take care, Moni G. Thank you for stopping by. Once again, the Chiefs will have to punt. The return's on. Here's the snap and the punt by Grubb. And the Redskins will have very good field position. An 8-yard return by Nelms, brought down by Jackson on the 44-yard punt by Bob Grubb. 7-7 ball game, 3:02 left in the half. The Chiefs will get the ball first in the third quarter. And we have Hammond. And let's get Jackson back in the ball game. We're going to go I formation. 2 wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. Warren's the tight end. I formation. The up back is Bobby Hammond. Jackson is going to go sweep left. Wilbur Jackson. Jackson turns the corner, cuts back to the middle, picks up 7 yards. 2:51 to play. Theismann quickly gets him up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 3. They're going to give the ball to Jackson once again. And this time it's up the middle. Hey, diddle, a dive play. Jackson close to the first down, and he picks it up. Again, they get up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 45. Play action fake. Short out to McDaniel. Theismann back to pass. Looking. Dumps it down to Jackson, who gets out of bounds. Only a gain of 3, but the clock stops 2:12. The Redskins have all 3 of their timeouts, though. And it is 2nd and 7 from the Kansas City 42. They stick with that I formation. And they're going to give it to the up back, Bobby Hammonds, on the off tackle left. Hammonds off tackle left. Brought down by Harris. Gain of 4. And that will be the 2-minute warning. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 from the Kansas City 38. This would be a very long field goal attempt for Mosley. Only a 14% chance of making it on the 3rd and 3. So it's 3rd and 3 from the 38. Theismann will call his own number. Dive play up the middle. Joe Theismann, and he picks up the first down. Gain of 4. They go to the hurry up. They're going to look for a bomb post to Art Monk. Theismann back to pass, looking, fires, deflected by Christopher, almost picked off. Oh boy, Theismann very lucky as he just hangs his head. He knew he threw a bad pass as Herb Christopher almost had a interception. Clock stops on the incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 from the Kansas City 34, with 1:37 to go as both teams catch their breath. And now the Redskins will switch it up. They'll go to a split backfield. A pro set split backfield. Hammond. Jackson will go out. Harmon and Hammond will be in the backfield. Harmon, the excellent pass receiving back. Though Spanny read the last time they tried to go and pick 6 for Gary Spanny. Monk and McDaniel are the wideouts. They're going to go screen pass to Bobby Hammond. They're going to go the other way with Hammond. Complete to Hammond. He's got a convoy in front of him, but quickly closing is Frank Maniluga, and that's his 5th tackle, and that is only a gain of 3. Clock is running, and Hammond is now down to 89%, and we'll have to take him out of the game. And we're going to go back with Ike Forte, the former Patriot, will come in the game, quickly running out on the field. Let's see what Forte can do. Screen pass, Ike Forte. He's going to see a touch. It's complete. Forte goes to the middle. He's close to the first. That's a gain of 5, and it's going to be 4th and 2. And a field, we're going to call timeout here. 4th and 2. Field goal is only 44%. We're We're going to call a timeout with 55 seconds and think about this. If it was a better chance of making it, we would have run the clock down and kicked the field goal. But it's 4th and 2. The offense will stay on the field for the Redskins. Forte will go out. Jackson will come in. So the backfield of Jackson and Clarence Harmon. 4th and 2. Wideouts Monk and McDaniel. Redskins are going for it on 4th and 2. Monk. Medium hitch to Art Monk. Theismann he's going to call an audible. He's going to call a dive to Jackson. Jackson up the middle, close that first down. It's only a gain of 1 as Tom Howard smothers him in the hole. And that's his 7th tackle. And the clock stops on the turnover on downs. So the Kansas City Chiefs defense holds as Theismann audibled out of the pass to Art Monk and went with a dive play to Wilbert Marshall, who now has 9 carries and 22 yards. The Chiefs go with a 4 wide out set. Marshall, Smith, Rome, and Carson. The lone back is Reed, who's an excellent pass receiver. The Redskins will counter with a 4-1 dime. Chiefs have 2 timeouts. Redskins will play zone and pass. Fuller back to pass, looking, throws to the out, complete to Smith, and he is pushed out of bounds by Levander. The clock stops with 43 seconds to play. They have the ball on their 31, looking to try to get into field goal range, and it is 2nd and 4. Again, Redskins will play a 4-1 dime to counter the 4 wideouts of the Chiefs. They will play zone and pass. Fuller under center pitches it out to Reed, who gains 2, and we're not going to call timeout. And the Chiefs call timeout, so it is 3rd and 2, and that's Tony Reed's 2nd carry for 8 yards. Fuller's in shotgun. He might run out of this, so we will have Oklowitz continues to spy the quarterback. And it's 3rd and 2. Zone coverage for the Redskins, and we're going to play pass. Shotgun snap to Fuller. Fuller looking, dumps it to Reed in the flat. Reed picks up the first. Tackle by Ken Houston. Clock continues to go tick, tick, tick. Kansas City uses their 3rd and final timeout. Only 18 seconds left in the half, and it's tied at 7. We'll now play a deep zone in our 4-1 dime. Fuller in shotgun. Reed next to him. 4 wideouts. We're playing pass. Shotgun snaps. Fuller looking. And he's hit. Fumble! Bacon! And the Redskins recover it with 4 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Bacon will be credited with the sack, and Parrish recovers the fumble. So Kansas City trying to make something happen. They do make something happen for the Redskins, and here comes Mark Mosley with 4 seconds and only a 38% chance of making it. But he's coming out for the field goal attempt. The holder is the backup quarterback, Kruzek. Mosley, the straight-ahead kicker, the snap, the place, and the kick. And it's good! Mark Mosley bangs through the 49-yard field goal, and at the half, the Redskins go up 10-7. What a costly turnover on the sack fumble, as Kansas City proudly should have just ran the clock out, but they tried with 18 seconds to somehow get in field goal range, and they did get in field goal range except for the Redskins. Let's watch Mark Mosley bang that 49-yard field goal through the snap, the play, straight ahead kick right down the middle. 10-3 Redskins. Wow. A sloppy, hard-hitting first quarter on this cold turf here in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium. Mosley will kick deep. Carson's back. The short men are Belton and Williams. Here's the kickoff to start the second half. And here's the return for Kansas City. And it is a 26-yard return by Carson, brought down by Dusick. And here comes Steve Fuller, who's not having a stellar day. Under center, split backfield of Reed and McKnight. The wideouts, Marshall is only Marshall. They're going to a two tight end set of Williams and Dixon. Redskins will play their 4-3 tight man coverage run, and they give the ball to number 22. And McKnight is swarmed under after a gain of 2. The tackle will be credited to Monty Coleman. That's his third tackle for the Redskins. As Fan D Saint, check out that wonderful channel, All Things Entertainment, says, field goal! As Mark Mosley banged through the 49-yard field goal. So it is 2nd and 8 from the Kansas City 32. Split backfield, 2 wideouts. Tight end Dixon to the lower portion of the screen, number 84. Redskins continue with their 4-3. Olkowitz continues to spy Fuller, a very mobile quarterback. Sometimes that's a bad decision-making process, but a mobile quarterback nonetheless. Tight man coverage, as the Redskins will use their shutdown corners to try to cut off those pass routes. And we'll play pass. Flip back to pass under pressure. Throws to the middle. Incomplete to Dixon. As Mark Murphy introduces him to the turf. Puts a big pop on him. And Dixon is separated from the ball in almost his senses. So it is 3rd and 8. I formation. The up back is Reed. I'm sorry, the up back is, yes, the up back is Reed. Behind him is McKnight. The wideouts, Marshall and Smith. The tight end, Dixon. 3rd and 8. Again, tight man coverage. And we're going to blitz Malott from the outside. No one's double team. We're playing pass. Olkowitz spying Fuller. Fuller back to pass. He takes off running. He's hit. The fumble is forced. And again, it is recovered by the Redskins. Bad decision making for Fuller. That's his 3rd sack, 3rd fumble, 2 recovered by the Redskins. And this time Olkowitz recovers it. And the Redskins in point blank range to score once again. So the bad decision making by Steve Fuller continues to haunt the Chiefs. As Joe Theismann, the Redskins will start 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 29. Up 10-7. Split backfield of Harmon and Jackson. Actually, Harmon will come out. And I want a good blocking back. Hammond will come back in. They're going to go I formation, so Hammond will be the up back or in the fullback position. And behind him, actually, why is, God, Wilbur Jackson? I don't want Jackson in the up back position, but we'll keep it at that. So Jackson will be in the fullback position, Hammond behind him. The wideouts, Monk and McDaniel after the turnover, and Warren's the tight end. Play action pass, medium slant to Don Warren, the tight end. Theismann, under pressure, dumps it down to Wilbur Jackson. Zigging and zagging, breaking tackles. He picks up 9 yards, ever so close to that 1st down. Tackle will be credited to Tom Howard for the Chiefs, and that's his 8th. He has been busy, Mr. Howard. And again, the Redskins will take their time. They're in no hurry. They're up by 3, 13:53 to play in the 3rd quarter. Washington 10, Kansas City 7. The winner goes to the Sweet 16 in our one-and-done 1980 playoff tournament. They will get to the bracket. They'll go with a 2 tight end set and a lone running back. Actually, we're going to go 3 tight ends. The lone wideout is Art Monk. Bobby Hammond's in the backfield. And it's 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Play action fake. They're going to go corner fade to Art Monk. Theismann throws incomplete. Good coverage there by defensive back Gary Green. So it brings up 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 from the Kansas City 20. Field goal attempt here is 50% for Mosley. 3rd and 1. Jackson will come back in. Wilbur Jackson. 3rd and 1. 3 tight end set. Off tackle left, Wilbur Jackson. And Jackson does not get. In fact, he loses. He does not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. We should probably stop running at Arch still. That's his 6th tackle. Still very angry with the running in the unnecessary roughness on the punter. And it brings up 4th and 2. 4th and 2 from the 21. Only a 50% chance for Mosley to make it, though he did bang through a 49-yard field goal before the half after the turnover. 4th and 2, but we're going to keep the offense on the field. And we're going to go short hitch to our 3rd-string tight end, Du Bois. Theismann back to pass. Deflected by Christian. Penalty.
Pass interference.
Yes.
Defense. Number 41.
Pass interference.
Penalty. Automatic.
On
First down.
Herb Christopher, who has the deflection, as we went to our 3rd-string tight end. And that surprised him. He was open. He would have caught it. And that's a first down. So 1st and 10. On the Kansas City 16, we'll stick with our 3 tight end set. The lone wideout is Monk. Jackson will come out. Harmon will come back in. Actually, Hammond will come back in. And we're going to give the ball to Bobby Hammond. Trap left, Bobby Hammond, as we continue to run at Art Still. And no gain as that side of that defensive line keeps smothering us. And that's Don Parrish's 3rd tackle, but there's a method to our madness. 2nd and 10. Redskins in no hurry, taking their time in the slowdown. Again, Bobby Hammond will get the ball, and this time he's going to go off tackle right the opposite way. And again, they cannot get anything going on the ground with 3 tight ends. No ground and pound. Gary Spanny, who had the interception pick 6, makes the tackle, and that's his 5th tackle. And it brings up 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. We'll go with a 3 wide out set. The lone back will be the receiving back, Clarence Harmon. The wideouts, Monk, McDaniel, and Thompson. The tight end is Warren. Harmon. Draw play, Clarence Harmon. Harmon up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, but Lindstrom brings him down, only a 3-yard gain. And that's Lindstrom's first time getting his number called. That's his first tackle. Harmon, 2 carries, 6 yards. And that's a 57-yard percent of making the field goal. My God, this is chip shot range. It's only 57%. But here comes Mark Mosley to try to bang it through and give the Redskins a 13-7 lead. Here's a snap and the place, the kick, and it's good! Mosley bangs it through, and the Redskins score after another Fuller fumble. And it's now 13-10 with 10:03 to play in the 3rd quarter. And Mosley will kick deep. Back deep is Carson. The short men for the Chiefs are Belton and Williams, and here's the kickoff. And here's the return. Williams returns it for 22 yards. And the Chiefs will start 1st and 10 on their 29, trailing by 6. And here's Steve Fuller back under center. He has not been good, folks. Fuller, 7 of 17 for 33 yards and interception. He's been sacked 3 times. And he's fumbled, I believe, 3 times. Theismann, 15 of 24, 116 yards, an interception and a touchdown. He's been sacked once. Neither offense has been stellar. It's been a hard-hitting, sloppy slobber knocker bowl here at Arrowhead Stadium with 9:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. Washington 13, Kansas City 7. Split backfield of McKnight and Reed, the wideouts Marshall and Smith, the tight end Dixon. Fuller under center. Redskins playing a 4-3 tight man run, and Fuller gives the ball to number 22, McKnight, and he picks up 5 yards on the off tackle right. Brooks with the tackle for the Redskins. So it's 2nd and 5 on the 34 of Kansas City for the Chiefs. Again, Fuller under center, split backfield, 2 wideouts. Tight end Dixon to the lower portion of the screen, number 84. Redskins counter with their 4-3. Tight man coverage. And we're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. Olkowitz will continue to spy the quarterback. And we're actually going to play pass on 2nd and 5. Fuller gives it to 22, who puts his head down and picks up 8. Parrish was hurt on the play. He's walking off, and he's out for the game. That's a big blow to the Redskins defense. Olkowitz will be credited with the tackle. Good blocking up front by Matt Herkenoff. On the carry, on the trap left by McKnight. So 1st and 10. The Chiefs only trail by 6. It seems like it should be more. From the Kansas City 42, 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Fuller under center, split backs. 2 wideouts and a tight end. Redskins in there 4-3. And actually, let's get Lorch back out on the field at defensive end. And let's get Smith back out on the field. They've gotten quite a sufficient rest. And we're going to play man coverage run. And Fuller gives it to Reed, and Reed is smothered under as he just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Monty Coleman flings him to the turf. And that's Coleman's 4th tackle, and 2nd and 10. 8:55 left in the 3rd quarter. Fuller goes into shotgun, flanked by McKnight on one side, Reed to the other. The wideouts Marshall and Smith. The tight end is Dixon. We're going to play tight man coverage. And we're going to blitz Coleman. Olkowitz continues to spy the quarterback, and we're playing pass. Fuller under pressure, scrambles, throws the other way, trying to set up the screen, but it's incomplete. Tremendous pressure applied by the Redskins, and it's 3rd and 10. Fuller again in shotgun, flanked by his 2 backs. 2 wideouts and a tight end. The Redskins will go to a 4-2 nickel. They take a linebacker off, come with an extra defensive back. It is 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Zone coverage. Zone coverage. Olkowitz continues to spy the quarterback. Coleman will go on the delayed blitz. We're playing pass. Shotgun penalty.
False start. Offense, number 58. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. 3rd down.
So Rudney comes out of his stance for the Chiefs, and that's going to back them up 5 more. So it's 3rd and 15. Again, we'll stick with a 4-2 nickel as the Redskins and play zone coverage. And we'll delay Coleman blitzing. Olkowitz spying the quarterback, playing pass. Fulmer. And he is sacked by the blitzing Coleman. Loss of 11. That's the 4th time they have gotten to Fulmer. The good news, if you're a Chiefs fan, he held on to the ball. And it's 4th and 26, and here comes Grubb in the punt team. The return is on for the Redskins around the 35. Nelms with the return of 7 yards, and here comes Joe Theismann and the Redskins offense. 1st and 10 on their 40, up 13-7. With 7:22 to play in the 3rd quarter, the winner advances to the Sweet 16. They're going to go back to their 3 tight end set. The lone back will be Wilbert Jackson. Monk, the lone wideout. Play action. Play action. Max protect. As we're going to keep the blockers in. We're going downfield. Downfield. Long hitch to Art Monk. Theismann with time. But Monk is well covered. He tries to dump it down to Walker. His backup tight end. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 from the Washington 40. Again, 3 tight ends. The lone back, Wilbur Jackson. Theismann under center. The lone wideout, Art Monk. Short hitch to Monk. Deflected by Green. Oh boy, Theismann. Whew, that almost was another pick 6. Green quickly closed on it. 3rd and 10. So the 3 tight end set does not fool the Chiefs, whose defense have kept them in the game. 4 wide out set now. No tight ends on the field. The wideouts are Monk, McDaniel, Thompson, and Harris. The back will be the receiving back, Clarence Harmon, 7 out of 10 receiver. And he'll go out wide. Shotgun for Theismann. They need to pick up 10. Medium slant. Medium slant to Thompson. Theismann shotgun snap, passing time. Deflected by Spanny, intercepted by Harris! Oh, wow! Spanny deflects the ball. It's up in the air. Harris makes the leaping interception, and that's a second pick by Theismann, who's now 15 of 27, 116 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. And the defense for the Chiefs have kept them in the ball game, but their inept offense has not been able to produce. Can Steve Fuller finally put up an offensive score? Remember, the 7 points, or the touchdown, comes from an interception by Spanny, the linebacker, who took it back to the house. So with 7:09 to play, the sloppy slobber knocker continues here in Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Fuller under center, split backfield, McKnight and Reed, the wideouts, Marshall and Smith, the tight end, Dixon. Redskins in a 4-3 tight man coverage. They're going to play run. And the ball is given to McKnight, number 32. And Olkowitz with the tackle. That's Reed, Reed with the carry. And Peters goes off the field, and he'll be out for a few plays for the Redskins, so 2nd and 7. Second and 7. I formation now for the Chiefs. The up back is Reed. Behind him is McKnight. The wideouts, Marshall and Smith, the tight end Dixon on 2nd and 7. Redskins will play their defensive line split in and tight man coverage. 2nd and 7. We're going to play pass. Fuller is trying to set up the screen. He completes it to Reed, and Reed is brought down by Olkowitz a few inches short. As Peters comes back out onto the field for the Redskins, he is available, and it's 3rd and inches with 6:49 to play in the third quarter. Washington 13, Kansas City 7 in this one-and-done play-in game in our playoff tournament, 1980, using Action PC Football 18. Defensive line in tight man coverage, split backfield for the Chiefs, Fuller under center, and we're going to play goal line. And they give the ball to number 22, puts his head down, gets 3 yards. He's brought down. McKnight is brought down by Rich Malott, but that's his 8th carry for 25 yards. And it's 1st and 10 from the Washington 33. The Chiefs trail by 6. 6:07 left in the third quarter. Split backfield once again, 2 wideouts and a tight end. Fuller under center. Tight man coverage for the Redskins. Fuller and the Chiefs looking to capitalize on the interception by Theismann. It was his 2nd. Tight man coverage. Basic. Fuller gives the ball to 32, and he has only a yard as he struggled, kept his legs churning. So Reed picks up a yard, brought down by Paul Smith, and it is 2nd and 9 from the Washington 32. Again, the split backfield, Fuller under center, 2 wideouts and a tight end. Redskins again with that tight man coverage, choking off the passing routes. 2nd and 9. They're going to show blitz, but they're not going to blitz. Olkowitz continues to spy Fuller, who has made a lot of bad decisions in this game, and we're going to play pass. Fuller will give the ball to number 22. He gets around the corner. Nice run by McKnight. That's a gain of 11, and the touchdown-saving tackle by Rich Malott. That's his 4th tackle. 1st and 10 from the Washington 21. Chiefs looking with a touchdown and extra point to go ahead here. They trail 13-7 with 4:41 left in the third quarter. And Smith will come out. Brooks will come in. Actually, Talbert will come in. And Lorch will come out. Oops. Cancel. As he starts to get fatigued. And the hybrid, Dallas Hickman, defensive end linebacker, comes in at the defensive end position. Butts and Bacon for now will stay in. So 1st and 10 on the 21. We're going to play run. Fuller back to pass, completes it underneath to McKnight, and he picks up 10 yards and a first. He just picks it up. So Steve Fuller, after the interception, has something going here with the Kansas City O, and they have the ball on the Washington 11, and it's first down. They go with a 2 tight end set. The tight ends are Dixon and Williams. The lone wideout is Marshall. The running backs are Reed and McKnight out of the split backfield. Tight man coverage. Tight man coverage for the Redskins. Actually, short zone run. Fuller back to pass, scrambles, throws the opposite side, complete to Reed. And Coleman will be credited with the tackle as he knocks Reed out of bounds. Gain of 4. Clock stops with 3:48 to play in the third quarter. 2nd and 6 from the Washington 7. Costly interception by Theismann. Again, tight man coverage. Tight man coverage. And we're going to double McKnight on the short pass out of the backfield. Or is it Reed? Is Reed the better pass? Actually, Reed on the short pass. Tight man coverage, 2nd and 6. Olkowitz spying. Fuller, we're going to play pass. Fuller back to pass, and he is sacked by Butts! And that is oh boy. And Talbot, who just came in the game, goes out injured. He's going to be out for a few plays. That's the 5th time they've gotten to Steve Fuller, and that's Dave Butts' first sack. And it brings up 3rd and 10. They were looking short to the flat to Reed, who we had double covered. So 3rd and 10. And due to the injuries, Butts is going to stay on the field. Actually, you know what? We're going to switch it up. We're going to go to a very rare 3-4 for the Redskins, who probably never ran that in 80. And we're going to get Butts off the field. We're going to bring Brooks in. Jones will come in for Bacon. And Lorch will stay out there. And we're going to blitz Malat, our linebacker. Tight man coverage. Tight man coverage. And we're going to double Reed again short. We're going to play pass. Back to pass is Fuller. Over the middle. Incomplete. As he was looking for his tight end, Dixon. Murphy was there with the coverage. And it's 4th and 10. And here comes Nick Lowry. We're going to try to attempt to block the field goal. This should be a chip shot for Lowry. The snap to place. And he makes it. So the 28-yard field goal is good. The Chiefs, with 3:32 in the third quarter, pulled it within 3. It's now Washington 13, Kansas City 10. They take advantage of the Theismann interception. So Lowry will kick off. Deep for the Redskins is Nelms, a short man, Jackson Forte. Here's the kickoff. And the return by Nelms of 24 yards. The Redskins will start 1st and 10 on their 24. Theismann, again, not having a stellar day here, folks. Neither quarterback. 15 of 27, 116 yards, 2 picks, sacked once, and a touchdown. Fuller, 10 of 22, 54 yards, an interception. He's fumbled 3 or 4 times. 3 times, twice the Redskins have recovered. He's been sacked 5 times. Split backfield of Harmon and Jackson, Monk and McDaniel, the wideouts. Warren's the tight end. Theismann is the quarterback. Sweep right, Clarence Harmon. And Harmon, minimal gain of 2, brought down by Dave Lindstrom. Redskins go to a slowdown, just taking their time. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Screen pass to Wilbert Jackson on the other side. Jackson, oh! The play gets blown up by Parrish, who was chasing Theismann running for his life. And that brings up a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Harmon will go out wide. The lone back is Jackson behind Theismann. Theismann will now go into shotgun. Monk and McDaniel the wideouts. Warren will come to the top of the screen to help block on Art Still, who's a tremendous pass rusher and player overall. And he's going to stay in the block. Need to pick up 8. Medium slant. Medium slant. As we have the wrong back out wide. Medium slant to Clarence Harmon. Shotgun snap. Theismann looking. Complete to Harmon. He's got the first down and more. Brought down by Spanny. Gain of 20. That was a big pitch and catch for the Redskins. Take care, Fandom D Saint. Check out that wonderful channel. I hope you have a wonderful lunch. So a big first down. Redskins continue the slowdown. 1st and 10 on the Washington 46. Theismann goes under center. Harmon comes out. Hammond comes in. So split backfield of Jackson and Hammond. Hammond's going to get the call. Trap left. They run at Still. And he picks up 2 yards. Nailed. Big pop by Tom Howard for the Chiefs. That's his 9th tackle. Looks like Hammond's a little groggy, but he'll stay in the game. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. Play action fake. Run counter. Pitch right. Hammond. They pitch it out to Hammond. He only picks up 3. Howard with his 10th tackle. So the Redskins struggling with their run game. Bobby Hammond, 10 carries, only 19 yards. Chiefs were in a 3-4 man pass, doubling Art Monk. So a 3rd and 5, 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5 on the Kansas City 49 as the Redskins invade Chiefs territory. Wilbur Jackson comes out. Harmon comes in. Harmon will go out wide. Again, Theismann goes to the shotgun. The back with him is Hammond. Wideouts. Monk and McDaniel. The tight end is Warren. Warren will stay in the block to help out on Art Still. 3rd and 5. Draw. Draw to Hammond. There's the draw. Hammond's close to that first down! And he's got it! He has it. Picks up 5 yards on the draw, and that's how the 3rd quarter will end. We start the 4th quarter with the Redskins up 13-10, and they have it 1st and 10 on the Kansas City 44. Good run by Bobby Hammond, who's now 11 carries, 24 yards. Even though the run game hasn't worked for the Redskins, they stick with it. 15 minutes of football to play. The winner goes to the bracket. They get to the Sweet 16. Theismann will go under center. Split backfield. We're going to take Bobby Hammond out, bring Jackson back in. So it's Clarence Harmon, the receiving back, and the Bull, Wilbert Jackson, in the backfield. The wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. Chiefs defense have kept them under wraps. We're going to go play action fake, run counter, pitch right, Wilbur Jackson. See if Jackson can turn the corner. He does! A big run for Wilbur Jackson. It's a gain of 14. Finally dragged down by Whitney Paul, and that's Paul's 2nd tackle. Wilbur Jackson, 11 carries, 35 yards as he's able to turn the corner. And the clock stops. as Jackson goes out. He needs a breather. And Buddy Hardman, yeah, we don't want Buddy Hardman in the game. We're going to go with Ricky Clyett. Actually, we're going to go, yeah, Ricky Clyett will come in. Actually, Bobby Hammond will come in. So the backfield is Hammond and Harmon. Two wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. The tight end, who we've moved to the top of the screen to help out on Art Still, is Don Warren. Sweep left to Hammond. They're going to run at Art Still. And again, they cannot turn this corner as Art Still makes Hammond go back towards the middle. And he gets help from his friends. The tackle will be credited by Frank Manuliga. And that's his 7th tackle. Hammond, 12 carries, 24 yards. Redskins take their time. They need a field goal here to go back up 6. 4:42 left in the game. Washington 13, Kansas City 10. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Harmon will go out wide. The lone back is Hammond. Draw to Hammond. And Hammond is smothered at the line of scrimmage. The front 7 quickly closes on him. Again, Frank Manuga with the tackle. That's his 8th. As oh, we had Harmon. Shoot, I had the wrong person. That was Harmon. Missed his block. Okay, Harmon missed his block. So it's 3rd and 10. 3 wide out set. The lone back will be Clarence Harmon. The wideouts are Monk, McDaniel, and Thompson. The tight end, Don Warren, he'll stay in the block and release after. 3rd and 10. Theismann in shotgun. And now they'll go empty backfield as Clarence Harmon goes out wide to the lower portion of the screen next to John McDaniel. 3rd and 10. Medium hitch to Harmon. Shotgun snap, Theismann looking, incomplete! As he was looking for Harmon, he had to throw a little quicker as Parrish applied the pressure, but he's coming out of the game and his return is doubtful. Clock stops as it's 4th and 10 from the Kansas City 30. A 48% chance of Mosley banging this through, but they're going to take the field goal shot here for the straight-ahead kicker. The holder, the backup quarterback, Kruzek. Here's the snap to place and the kick. And Mosley bangs it down the middle. And it's now 16-10. The Redskins go up by 6 once again. Mark Mosley on the day. Let's see if we have some kick numbers here. Has 3 field goals. 49 yards, 31 yards, and 47. So with 13:07 left in the game, the Redskins go up 16-10. Mosley will kick deep, back deep for the Chiefs. Carson, the short men are Belton and Williams. Here's the kickoff by Washington. Carson fields it and brings it out towards the 30 on the 24-yard return. So 1st and 10 for Steve Fuller and the Chiefs at their 31. I formation. The up back is number 32, Reed. Behind him is McKnight. They go with a 2 tight end set. They only trail by 6. Touchdown extra point puts them ahead by 1. The 2 tight ends, Dixon and Williams. The lone wideout is Marshall. Redskins will play their defensive line at a normal set. Man coverage run. And they give the ball to number 22, McKnight. He gains 5 around the right side. brought down by Rich Malott. That's Malott's 6th tackle. And it's 2nd and 5. It looks like the Chiefs are going to ground and pound. Again, they stick with that 2 tight end, 1 wide out set. Split backfield now. McKnight and Reed. Fuller under center. Redskins will play tight man coverage. Actually, they'll play a short zone basic. Fuller gives the ball to 22. And once again, McKnight puts his head down, picks up 5 and a first down. They go the other way. Neil Oklevitz credited with his tackle. That's the 6th. Nice blocking by Tom Condon for the Chiefs. So the Chiefs are going ground and pound. Actually, now they bring out their 2nd wide out, J.T. Smith. Dixon, the lone tight end. Split backfield, McKnight and Reed. Fuller under center. 12:07 to play in the game. The Redskins 16, the Chiefs 10. The winner advances to the Sweet 16 in our one-and-done playoff 1980 tournament. Tight man coverage. Tight man coverage. Run. Fuller back to pass. Over the middle. Trying to dump it to number 32. Incomplete. Fuller, looking for Reed, is now 10 of 23, 54 yards and a pick. He has been harassed and sacked. Fuller's been sacked 5 times. He's fumbled a couple of times. Theismann not much better. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 11:30 left in the game. Chiefs with the ball in their own 41. Fuller under center. Barks out the signal. Split backfield. 2 wideouts in the tight end. We're going to go zone coverage. Show blitz. Olkowitz, as always, spying the very mobile Steve Fuller. We're going to play pass. Fuller back to pass. Looking. Complete to Smith. He splits the zone. And that's a first down. Gain of 12. Jarris White puts the hard hit on, but to no avail. It's a first. And the Chiefs are in Washington territory on their 47. And that's J.T. Smith's 3rd reception for 28 yards on the medium cross. Chiefs go back to the 2 tight end set. The lone wide out is Marshall. Lower portion of the screen, number 89. Split backfield of McKnight, number 22, and Reed, number 32. Fuller under center. Tight man coverage. Run. They give the ball to 22, McKnight. As he goes to his left, gain of 4 on the trap left. Tony Peters, who's back in the game with the tackle. That's his 3rd. 10:37 to play in the game. Chiefs down by 6. 2nd and 6 from the Washington 43. 2 wide out set now. 1 tight end. Split backfield. Fuller under center. Here's the snap. Tight man coverage for the Redskins. Going to play basic. Fuller back to pass, looking. Deflected by White. He almost picked it. Oh, he claps his hands as he was hoping for a pick. And it will bring up 3rd and 6. They're out of field goal range with 10:03 to play in the game. From the Washington 43, the split backfield, number 22, McKnight, number 32, Reed. The wideouts, Marshall and Smith. The tight end, Dixon, number 84, top of the screen. 3rd and 6. Tight man coverage. We're going to blitz Coleman. Olkowitz continues to spy Fuller. And we're going to play pass on 3rd and 6. Fuller will give it to 22. And McKnight does not get the first down. It's only a pickup 3 as they went with a draw. But Johnny on the spot, spying Fuller, reading his eyes, is Olkowitz. He makes his 7th tackle. And here comes the punt team, and we're going to watch for the fake. And it's a punt, coffin corner. And Group pins them at the 8 on the 32-yard punt. 9:10 to play. The Redskins would love a long, time-consuming drive and end this ball game. They're up 16-10. 2 wideouts, Monk and McDaniel. The running backs are Hammond and Jackson. Tight end, top of the screen, Don Warren. Let's get the clock rolling here. We're going to give the ball to Wilbur Jackson on a trap right. Jackson picks up 2 tough yards as Kansas City was in a 3-4 basic zone, keying Bobby Hammond. Paul Whitney with his 3rd tackle. We're going to go to a slowdown. as it's 2nd and 8 with under 10 minutes to play. 2nd and 8. Play action, run counter, pitch right. Let's go stay in bounds. Pitch right. Hammond turns the corner, and he picks up 14 as he headed back towards the middle to keep that clock running. Smart play by Hammond as Jeff Williams blasts open another hole, pancaking Chiefs. 8:15 left in the game. Howard with his 11th tackle for the Chiefs. 1st and 10 on the Washington 24. Again, no big hurry. No big hurry to come out of the huddle. We want to stay in bounds, keep that clock running. We have the ball to Wilbur Jackson. And it's going to be off tackle right, Wilbur Jackson. And Jackson puts his head down, plows for 4. Whitney Paul picks up his 4th tackle. The Chiefs are in a 3-4. They're playing pass. Under 8 minutes of play, 7:29 left in the ball game. 2nd and 6. Redskins will stick with the ground and pound. They're going to go to Bobby Hammond this time. Bobby Hammond, off tackle right, Bobby Hammond. And Hammond picks up the first down, breaks the tackle, finally dragged down by Herb Christopher. That's his first tackle. Hammond picks up 13 yards. We're under 7 minutes to play. 6:37, 1st and 10 on the Washington 41. Hammond, 15 carries, 51 yards. Slowdown continues for the Redskins as now they exclusively run to the right. Early in the game, we continually ran to the left to set up this run to the right late in the ball game. Run counter. Again, we have the stay in bounds, run counter. Jackson. Now we're going to go at Art Still, trap left. Let's see if we can pop Wilbur Jackson. And Jackson is brought down by Still. Still says you're going to pop nothing. If anything, I'll pop your head. Loss of 2. And that's Art Still's 8th tackle. And what's worse, the clock stops because Paul for the Chiefs goes out with an injury. 5:52 left in the game, 2nd and 12. The Redskins are up by 6, 16-10 over the Chiefs. Does give a little breather for the backs, Jackson and Hammond. So the 2 wideouts for the Redskins, Monk and McDaniel. The split backfield of Jackson and Hammond. Theismann under center. The tight end, Don Warren, to the top of the screen to help out with Art Still. Play action, run counter. Pitch right. Hammond. And Hammond turns the corner. First down. Gain of 14. Nice blocking up front by the Redskins O-line. Jeff Williams pancaking Chiefs as they go along. Kremer picks up his 2nd tackle as Hammond's down to 89%. Clock continues to go tick, tick, tick. And we'll get Hammond out of the game before we go to the slowdown on the next play. And we're going to bring in Harmon. Clarence Harmon comes in the game. So Hammond, let's look at his quick numbers here. Hammond, who's been really, really good on this drive. 16 carries, 65 yards. That's a 4.1 yard average. He's had 3 runs over 10. 14 on the last one. Zigging and zagging. The ball is on the Kansas City 47 as Harmon comes in for Hammond. Jackson's still in there. And we're going to go once again. Play action fake, run counter. But this time we're going to go to Wilbur Jackson, trap right. And Wilbur Jackson! He's going! Touchdown Jackson! Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. As it's 22-10. As they have just grinded the Chiefs defense into this Arrowhead turf. and left them there a squishy mess. Let's watch that replay as Wilbert Jackson goes for pay dirt. Touchdown. Here comes Mosley for the extra point to snap the place. It is good. 23-10 with 4:54 to play. The Redskins went with ground and pound. Not only did they get the touchdown, but they run the clock down to 4:54. Chiefs trail by 2 scores. They're down by 13. That was a 47-yard run by Wilbur Jackson. So all the running we did that was ineffective through 3 quarters and a little more of play, it did wear down. We set up running to the right as we pretty much exclusively ran to the left. And here comes a kickoff by Mark Mosley, deep for the Chiefs. Carson, he's looking for a big return. The short men are Belton and Williams. Here comes Mosley. Boom. And here comes Carson around his 10. Brings it out past his 30, 22-yard return. Spun down by Waddy. And it's a 4 wide out set. The lone back, number 32, Reed, who's an excellent receiving back. And the Redskins, with a 13-point lead, will play a 4-1 dime. And we're going to sit in a zone coverage, and we're going to play to the outs for now. And we're going to play pass. Fuller back to pass. Completes to Smith to the out. And he is tackled by White.
Offense.
And there's a holding.
73, 10-yard penalty.
And we'll accept that. So the 12-yard gain's nullified, backs him up, and it's going to be 1st and 20 from the Kansas City 22. Again, we're going to stick with our 4-1 dime. We're going to play a deep zone. We're going to play to the out. And let's get Bacon back. Let's get Lorch back in. Let's get Smith back in. Let's get Bacon. We'll play our defensive line out wide. Hope to get a pass rush on Fuller, and we're going to play pass. Fuller back to pass, looking under pressure. Intercepted by Levander. Touchdown, Redskins! Pick 6 as Steve Fuller's miserable day continues. 11 for 26, 66 yards, 1 touchdown pass, fumbles numerous, and interceptions now numerous. As Joe Levander steps in front of the pass that Fuller was trying to zip into Smith, and a pick 6. Let's watch that replay. Fuller, bam, pick off, touchdown. Here's Mark Mosley with the extra point, and it is good, 30-10. All the nails are in the coffin now for the Chiefs. Here comes the kickoff to Kansas City, and the return by the Chiefs to a sounds of silence here at Arrowhead Stadium as the fans begin to file out with 4:19 to play. The Chiefs down by 20. The Redskins total control in the 4th quarter, as they've scored 17 points and broken this very close game wide open on the 31-yard interception return by Levander. Mosley kick. And Steve Fuller is 11 of 26, 66 yards, 2 picks, 5 sacks. His quarterback rating, 17.8. Redskins in a 4-1 dime. Defensive line out wide, deep zone. Playing the outs, playing pass. Fuller back to pass, looking. Deflected by Levander. He's looking for his second pickoff. Incomplete. Going out of the game is Reed, and he is questionable. Coming in is number 22, McKnight. For the Redskins, it'll be rinse and repeat. 4-1 dime, deep zone. Defensive line out wide, playing the outs. Playing pass. Shotguns, penalty.
False start. Offense, number 65, 5-yard
things
penalty.
continue to go poorly for the
second
Chiefs.
Down.
False start on Condon. And it's now 2nd and 15. Deep zone. 4-1 dime. play the outs. Defensive line with the splits out. And here's a shotgun snap to Fuller. Looking. He's under pressure. And he is brought down after a minimal gain of 3 as Ken Houston brings him down. Olkowitz still continues to spy him. Clock running. 4 minutes left in the game. Again, the deep zone. Play the outs. Defensive line split is to the out. Pass. Shotgun snap. Fuller looks. Deflected by White, and that's almost a pick 6. And it's now 4th and 12. And the Chiefs will punt. We'll watch for the fake. Here's the punt. And the punt is loose, but recovered by Nelms. So with 3:40 to play, the Redskins up by 20. They have punched their ticket to the Sweet 16, which was a close game, but 17 points in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, and the ground and pound just wore down the Chiefs' defense. In the backfield, which we're going to have stay in, run safe, is Jackson and Harmon. And we might want to limit Harmon here. Actually, Jackson's okay. Let's go to Ricky Collette. And we're going to give Collette the ball. And let's bring our tight end to the top to protect on Art Still. And we're going to give the ball to Ricky Collette. On the trap right to Ricky Collette. Get that clock rolling. Collette swarmed under, no gain. Reed's now available for Kansas City on offense. Not that it matters. The tackle by Whitney Paul, that's his 5th. We go to the slowdown. And it's 3:33 left in the game. Washington 30, Kansas City 20. Again, we stay in, run safe. Wilbert Jackson. Off tackle right, Wilbert Jackson. And Jackson only gains 1. It brings up 3rd and 9. 2:47 left in the game. 2:47. Jackson's at 97. Let's get him out. And we're going to bring in Buddy Hardman. So Buddy Hardman comes in. Again, run safe. 2 hands on the ball. Stay in bounds. Sweep left. Buddy Harmon. They're going to run at Art Still. And that's to no avail. No gain. No play. We go to the 2-minute warning. So it's 4th and 9 with 2 minutes left in the game. The Redskins will punt as Cannell will punt deep to Smith. And Smith, only a 7-yard return. Under 2 minutes to play. We will play a 4-1 play to the outs. Defensive line to the outs. Prevent. Fulmer back to pass. Dumps it down to Reed on the screen. And Reed picks up the first down of 11 yards. We're not going to call timeout. And the Chiefs call timeout. They have 2 left. Again, we're going to play a deep zone this time. Deep zone, 4-1 dime. Play to the outs. Defensive line to the outs. And pass. Fulmer looking. It's a draw. And no, it's a delay. And that's another sack of Fulmer. And that's Paul Smith's first as they tried a little backward Statue of the Liberty play. I don't know what the hell they're trying there. But Fulmer goes down for a 6th time. And Kansas City uses their 2nd timeout. 2nd and 14. Redskins stay in the 4-1 dime, deep zone. Play the outs. And the defensive line to the outs. And pass. Fuller drops back to pass, looking under pressure. And Larch brings him down for the 7th time. And the few fans left at Arrowhead Stadium voiced their displeasure with boos. That's the 2nd sack by Carl Lorch. As Fuller is taking a beating. And Kansas City, for some odd reason, uses their final timeout. They should mercifully want this game over before they kill their young quarterback. It is now 3rd and 22. We will go into a prevent. And here's Fuller, and he is brought down once again. And that's Coy Bacon's 2nd sack. Fuller tastes the turf over and over again. That's sack number 8. And we're not calling timeout. Clock is running here. And they're going to stay on the field on 4th and 29. Can we get sack number 9? We again will play a prevent. Let's go play to the outs. And have our defensive line out. Prevent. Shotgun snap to Fuller. Looking. Deflected by Houston. Incomplete. 51 seconds. And we will go with blowout formation. As in at quarterback is Mike Krusek. And we should have victory formation. Special play. In 80. Oh, you couldn't kneel on the ball. I don't think you could kneel on the ball. Let's go Krusek. You couldn't kneel on the ball at that time. All right, so we're going to stay in bounds, run safe. We're going to give the ball to Clayett, Ricky Clayett. And it's a dive play up the middle. And Clayett breaks a couple of tackles, gain of 6. 42 seconds left in the ball game. We're going to give it to Clayett again on the dive. And that's the ball game, folks. So the Redskins advance with a 30-10 victory. They go to the Sweet 16. What was a close game about, I'd say midway through the 4th quarter, becomes a blowout on the ground and pound by the Redskins. We early on exclusively ran to our left against Art Still, waiting for the opportunity to go to the right, and it worked out in the 4th quarter. So let's bring up the box score and call it a stream. Black screen for just a moment as the box score is up. Before we do that, I'd like to say thank you to Dog Sidious. Check us out later tonight, most likely around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might go a little earlier, so be aware. We might go on a little earlier. Thank you to Fan D Saint, a.k.a. David the Saint. Check out both those wonderful channels, Dog Sidious, all things Star Wars and entertainment. Fan D Saint, TV, movies, excellent reviews. Moni G, thank you. Baba Husky, thank you. Alicia Kingston, thank you very much. Check out her lovely channel. Big Game of Thrones fan. Christy Oldstone, check her out. Beautiful reading voice, another Game of Thrones fan. And I think that's everybody. Phantomatic! Thank you very much, my friend. So, the Redskins advance 30-10. Redskins scored on a Theismann 10-yard touchdown pass at the 2:05 mark in the 1st quarter. Extra point good, 7-0. Kansas City came back with a touchdown interception by Spanny, tied it at 7. Washington would then kick field goals in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. Mosley 49 yards, Mosley 31 yards. And then Kansas City would kick a field goal by Lowry late in the 3rd quarter. And that made it 16-10. And those are the only offensive points. The field goal by Lowry after the interception by Theismann. The final 13 points would be the Redskins, all in the 4th quarter. Mosley with a 47-yard field goal. Jackson with a 47-yard run after we wore down the Chiefs. And then Fuller, trying to rally his troops for the Chiefs, throws a pick 6. Levander with a 30-yard one return. Final score 30-10. Player stats. Theismann, not really good. 16 of 30 for 136 yards, a touchdown and 2 picks, was sacked once, quarterback rating 48.8. Fuller, well, god-awful. 12 of 30, 77 yards, threw 2 picks. He had a pick 6. Sacked 8 times. The offensive line didn't give him any time. His quarterback rating, 20.1. Jackson, 16 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Hammond, 16 carries, 65 yards. Theismann, 3 for 28. Harmon, 3 for 8. Clayett, 3 for 5. Harden, 1 for none. They ran the ball 42 times, the Redskins, for 193 yards. They averaged 42 carries in 1980. Look it up in Football Reference about that, 42 carries. McKnight, 13 for 53 for the Chiefs. Fuller, 3 for 23. Reed, 5 for 12. On the receiving end, Harmon, 4 for 46. Jackson, 4 for 19. Monk, 3 for 41 and a touchdown. Hammond, 2 for 11. McDaniel, 1 for 9. Forte, 1 for 5. Warren, 1 for 5. For the Chiefs, McKnight, 4 for 22, Reed 4 for 26, Smith 3 for 28, Dixon 1 for 1. They could never get the ball to their wideouts as the shutdown corners did a job on them for the Redskins. Let's go to defense and kicking. Go up a bit. Mark Mosley, 3 for 3 for field goals, 3 for 3 for extra points. That's 12 points. His long field goal was 49 yards. Lowry was 1 for 1 for field goals and extra points. That's 4 points. His field goal was 28 yards. The leading tackler for the Redskins was Olkowitz with 7. Malott and Coleman each had 6 and a sack. Lorch had 2 sacks. Bacon had 2 sacks. Butts had a sack, and Smith had a sack. Those are 8 times that Steve Fuller tasted the turf at Arrowhead Stadium. The interceptions were by... There is the interception by Levander late in the game for the pick 6, and Parrish earlier on. For the Chiefs, leading tackler was Howard with 12, followed by Art Still, who had a sack, 3 stuffed runs, and a forced fumble. He played like a man possessed. And Manuliga had 8. Spanny, 6 tackles, 3 deflections, 1 stuff, a pick 6. And the other interception was by Harris. And that's the ball game, folks. The Redskins win 30-10. Time of possession, let's just take a quick look at that. The Redskins had the time of possession, 35 minutes and 23 seconds. Kansas City, 24 minutes, 37 seconds. The time of possession works wonderfully as long as you're scoring. Net offense, Washington, 317. Kansas City, only 116 yards. Turnovers, Kansas City turned the ball over 4 times. 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles by Fuller. And 2 picks for the Redskins by Theismann. So once again, the Washington Redskins in our 1980 one-and-done tournament using Action PC Football 2018 version advanced with a 30-10 victory over the Chiefs in Arrowhead Stadium. Thank you for everyone for watching. If you like, please hit the like button. Please share. And if you're not a sub and you're watching, think about subbing. Take care, Dog Sidious. So till next time, health and happiness. As I clicked on the wrong button. And we don't want that. Whatever I clicked on, we don't want. Let's go here. Health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless and peace.